sheds this whole time, kind of glassing, looking around, and we finally just found one, a little tooth horn. Like a hard white. Yep. At least we're finding something. Welcome back to Backcountry Boys. I'm Matt, and today I'm going to show you how to take your antler that looks like this and transform it into this. Come along and view my 3 easy steps, and I'll show you how to turn your hard white into brown. So let's go do it. Alright, so step number 1. You're going to need you some coffee grounds. So I know what you're thinking, coffee grounds. I thought the same thing too. But they actually work really nicely. As you can see, here's a hard white, and about 10 minutes ago this was a hard white also, and it's starting to slowly look like brown again. My solution was a little more watery than I like, so all you got to do is just mix up some coffee grounds and some water and get it looking nice and dark. Whatever you prefer your horns to look like, just go with that kind of color, dark roast or light roast. Let's see, they say that Folgers and Starbucks works nicely. So this horn here, I've already kind of done some playing around with. We're gonna go ahead and move to this one. As you can see, it's just a hard white. Try to get one that has very little cracks and just that second year stage. I'm also going to try it on a 2-year-old horn. It's kind of gray. They say that gray works the best. As you can tell, it has some brown still, so we're going to try to match that color. So just stay tuned, and so we're going to go on over to our solution that we have mixed up. The only tools you'll really need for this is some steel wool and a toothbrush. Toothbrush is to kind of get real nice into the burr and down at the bottom of the base, and the steel wool is to make it have that natural highlight look again. So we're gonna go ahead and start. You can use gloves if you want, but I just gonna go in for it. So get your coffee grounds and get it nice and dark and clumpy, and right when I rub this on, you're gonna be able to tell already that it just transforms that horn from hard white to brown instantly. So you're just gonna grab these coffee grounds and just rub it all over the horn. And some of it will wash off, but it depends on how dark you want your horns. People use some clear coat. You can get some clear coat spray from your local hardware store to keep that look, but I don't have any today, so I'm just gonna wait on that, just showing you how to do the initial color changing process. So we're gonna rub this all over the horn, get it nice and drenched. I recommend not doing this in your mother's kitchen sink, but it's about 5 degrees out there where we live today, so I didn't feel like freezing. But if it's nice outside or you have a nice warm garage, I'd prefer doing it there. It gets a little messy. But as you can tell, that horn is getting nice and brown. Looks like it just fell off the deer. You want to make sure you get it in all the grooves where the burr and the base is. Get it all rubbed in there nice and good. And I don't like to wash the grounds off because it likes to wash some of the color off with it. So what I like to do is to take this, set it off to the side. I'm gonna wash my hands off first. It also stains your hands as well, so not just the horn. So I'm going to take this toothbrush and get a little bit of final, get it all nice in the grain. Deer antlers have a grain just like wood does, and you can go vertical with the grain or across the grain to make sure you get it in every little spot. So this will help you just clean the horn up. As you can tell, look at that transformation. Now, like I said, if you want the horn to be darker, you can do this process over and over and get it as dark as you would like. And it also depends on the blend of coffee that you've chosen. So we're gonna just, I'm not taking my time on it like I would if I was gonna sell them, but just to give y'all a quick view. So now that I've got that all nice and scrubbed, you can do the burr if you want, because as you can tell, it will change that burr to a darker color. Almost looks like it just fell off the deer. But if you want to leave that end nice and white just for looks, it's totally up to you. So now we're going to go ahead and get some paper towel and wipe the grounds off and show you the final look. Now remember, this horn was, we'll show you the horn again if we can in the video, but this horn was bleached white, almost looked like this. And this is where your toothbrush comes in handy to get all that coffee out of that base. I'm not going to get it all for right now, just for video purpose. Now I'm going to take my steel wool and I'm going to just go lightly over where that buck would rub his horns, just to give it that more natural look. You can do it on the back sides as well, kind of a little bit on the tips if you want. Do one more drying process here. I'll show you the final look. And there you are. Within probably 5 minutes, turn your horn from a what was a hard white to a nice brown antler. Backcountry boys, go click subscribe if you haven't already. Tune into our hunting channel. We've got some nice hunts out there and more to come.